kind of do its work. So, you know, hopefully by paying attention to stuff and reading about stuff, there's always new stuff to talk about. How about you?
I just steal their ideas.
That is true. I mean,
we definitely do that.
We steal a lot of your ideas, and there's, you know...
There's a picture of your face there with the word pizza under it. That was not our idea.
Yeah. In fact,
is Valerie here right now? There she is. That's her. That was her idea.
Yeah. So Valerie 2776. That's her username. Designed the Pizza John shirt. The Holden Caulfield Thinks You're a Phony shirt that I was just wearing was designed by a Nerdfighter named Marino Watanabe. The Keep Calm and BOTBA shirt is designed by a Nerdfighter. And that's just, I just use that as symbols of things to point out that almost all of our ideas come from inside the community, and in some ways, our job is just to curate your ideas. Our job is to try to, you know, use your ideas and then turn them into projects or whatever it might be. So you guys, in a lot of ways, came up with the idea for the project for Awesome. You guys, in a lot of ways, I mean, you came up with the word Nerdfighters to describe yourselves. We didn't do any of that, so our job is really more curation.
My side, in the front. I go by how fast you get up, so keep. Yes. The Catherine is enjoying VidCon, I think. I think she's at a panel right now. I don't know which one she was like, there are like 5 I want to go to. And I was like, you gotta take pictures.
You gotta repeat the question.
Oh, where are the Catherine and the Yeti? Thanks, John.
The Yeti is, for those of you who don't know, my wife is called the Yeti because she's never appeared in a Vlog Brothers video. The Yeti is here, but she's taking care of Henry quite a bit. And Henry is a little bit overwhelmed by all this, I suspect. So you won't be seeing him, sorry. But Sarah is here and wandering. Sarah's here and wandering around, but sort of definitionally, you won't notice her.
Your side.
Yeah, person in the back in the black shirt. The Swin and Town Swin and Cooper shirt. Who just turned around.
Thank you. Have you started your video yet today?
I have. I tried to upload it. I started my video today. I finished it last night, and I tried to upload it this morning, and it failed. So hopefully I will get a chance to upload it, or else it will have all been for naught.
So far, so good. Come on, hotel internet.
Keep sucking.
You can do it.
Thanks for reminding me, though. I might have just completely forgotten if you hadn't said that.
You know, I almost got punished a couple weeks ago because I made a video in the morning, and then I had a very busy, long day that ended at like 10 o'clock, and I was in bed, falling asleep, when I got a text message from Sarah saying, "Where's your video?" And I was like, "Oh, God!"
I mean, it's been so long since we've missed a day.
Yeah.
Like, I've never done it unintentionally. Like, I've always known. Like, there's never been a time where it just slipped my mind. And people say that. They're like, "How do you remember to do it?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What do you mean? How could I forget to do it?"
That's what we do.
Yeah, my side. You were first. In real life,
Repeat the question.
How do I feel in real life versus on the internet? How are we different from our internet selves? I gesticulate less. You may have noticed. Not quite. I'm a little more I'm very laid back in real life. I'm sort of known as a chill person among my friends. It's true.
Do I count as one of your friends?
No. You only get me on the phone when I'm like, but I'm very sort of like, I'm gonna sit here and this is gonna happen, and I'm gonna, be on the sidelines and sort of watch.
That in no way reflects my understanding of you at all. I mean, wow. Wow. I think of you as the exact opposite, someone who is sort of a chronic participator and can never fully remove himself from anything.
You need to come to me in Missoula.
Maybe. I hang out with you, Missoula, sometimes. I will talk to your friends and ask them how they actually think about you, because maybe they're just being nice. But I'll talk about my experience with Hank, and then he can talk about his experience with me, like outside of the video blog world. I think Hank is pretty similar in that, in his videos, he's discursive and thoughtful and very funny, which is very much like what he is in real life. Obviously, in real life, he talks slower. He doesn't always speak in complete sentences like anybody. I mean, that's normal stuff. But the main thing that I would say, like, that doesn't show up on the video blogs as much is Hank's sort of epic ability to build good ideas from tiny little seeds. So Hank proposes an idea daily to me, a big idea.
It's good that John is there to be like, no.
Yeah, and all I've ever done in my entire life is just say no. And then like 6 times I don't say no, and that's why we have VidCon. That's why we have the Project for Awesome, and that's why there's DMTBA Records, and the Lizzie Bennett Diaries, which I thought was a terrible idea. I was wrong, obviously. In fact, I don't know how often I'm wrong, because every time I don't say no, or don't say no strongly enough, he does it and it works. So maybe I'm never wrong. I mean, yeah, or maybe I'm always wrong. So that you don't see that as much. That like Hank is a relentless idea person who like wakes up in the morning and is really driven by that. But that is I think what makes this a big part of what makes this community so strong, is that Hank is always trying to build stuff to keep us together and to allow us to do the great stuff with each other that we do.
I feel like this is a question, but now I feel like it's a question about like what surprises me about John, like what would I not expect? And when I'm most surprised by John is when I'm reading his books and I'm like, how is this my brother? Like, this does not, like, he's funny and interesting and he has thoughtful ideas when he's making videos, but in the books I'm just like, what? How? I mean, It's very impressive.
If you gave me 3 years to make a 4-minute video blog, I could do a good job of that. I think it's on my side now. Yes. You still have your hand up.
What is your favorite thing that Nerdfighter has done to decrease world suck?
What is my favorite thing that Nerdfighter has done to decrease world suck? That's hard.
I think it's pretty amazing that we are the largest Kiva group.
Yeah.
Like, Kiva.org is a big deal. It's like on Good Morning America, like everybody in Silicon Valley knows what it is, and like
Oprah's into it.
Yeah, Oprah talks about it on Oprah. Oprah's group isn't as big as ours.
No, yeah, Oprah's group literally isn't as big as ours. It's not even in the top 5.
And I kind of love that like there was this battle between the Christians and the atheists, and it was like, who wants to get? We're better people than you are. Like, who is better? And it's like, guys, we want to battle about helping people.
And then the Nerdfighters are just like, why don't we just beat both of you? Talk about something else. I'm really proud of that, and I'm also proud of the fact. I mean, I'll tell you what a big deal. So Kiva.org, for those of you who don't know, is this microfinance website that allows regular people to make loans to entrepreneurs in the developing world so that they can grow their businesses. It basically gives people in the developing world access to the same kind of banking system that we have.
Instead of loan sharks, which is what they had before.
Gives people access to banks like the ones that we have, in the developed world. And the coolest part about it is how freaked out the executives at Kiva are about Nerdfighters. So they're always emailing us and being like, what are other communities like Nerdfighters? And I'm like, yeah, no. There aren't any. So that's why you haven't found a bunch of them. So I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of the way the Project for Awesome has progressed over the last 5 years. The fact that we've done it now many times, where we all make videos for charities that we care about, and now that there's this philanthropic component where we raise a lot of money. And in fact, I'm really excited to be able to announce today, speaking of Kiva, the $100,000 that we raised during the Project for Awesome was split into 5 different organizations. One of them was This Star Won't Go Out, which was founded in memory of Nerdfighter Esther Earl. One of them was the